Hello everybody. We are doing an unboxing of the Start Collecting Deathwatch. Before we begin, just a little admission. I wasn't planning to unbox this until I finished, until I finished the Hell Blasters that are here clearly not finished. But I just can't wait. I'm so excited to see this. More than anything, I'm looking forward to this decked out Dreadnought. But the other reason I wanted, the other reason I got this kit is because it's really hard to get. So about 2 weeks ago, Games Workshop announced they are doing their new kind of Start Collecting box set. It's not called Start Collecting, it's called something else. And as I was looking at the models, they didn't have a Dreadnought. They had a couple of other infantry dudes, and I was like, not really excited about it. I kind of sort of had my eye on this guy because it has the kill team, but it also has the Dreadnought. I'm not really looking at buying the Corvus, that big old drop jet that the Deathwatch uses. So, you know, I hadn't been hot. I waited. I figured, you know what, I don't need a new kit because I still have a bunch that haven't even started. But then, you know, that scarcity bug got to you, where things that are rare, harder to get, are more desirable. They're more valuable. Their actual value doesn't really increase. It just, the desirability and perceived value increases because you might not be able to get it. And so, of course, my local hobby store didn't have it. It's a very small store. They don't have a really big selection. Another local hobby store that I would like to frequent more, but, you know, COVID. They also didn't have it, but you have to kind of call. You can't just drop in and visit. It's a very, very small store. They have more things, but you can only do like one or two people at a time in the store at any given time. And I'm fidgeting with this orange paint that I got on my fancy velour. It's a blanket. It's a throw blanket, but it makes me feel fancy when I'm recording. Anyway, even fully armed, even knowing full well that this wasn't really scarce, and yes, I'll never be able to buy this combination again. I'll be able to get everything in this box, but not in this box. So I looked everywhere online, and I finally found one at a local hobby shop. Well, it's local for somebody. It was, I think, in California somewhere, and it was the only place I found. I mean, I think I went through maybe a dozen different online stores, and I finally found this. So, I just couldn't wait. I had to see what's in here, particularly since I'm still building these Hell Blasters. I need the chapter-specific pauldrons, and I think, it doesn't say anywhere in this box, but I think it might have chapter-specific pauldrons, or at least transfer sheets, something. Please, Games Workshop, please help me out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the unboxing. I won't do any editing, and I, absolutely won't release it until I finish at least one of these kits. But once I do that, I'll probably edit and release this video. So this will probably be the second kit that I assemble. Assuming, of course, that it has the chapter-specific pauldrons. Otherwise, I'm waiting for another way of getting those chapter-specific pauldrons. So, you're probably sick and tired of hearing me talk about stuff. You want to see the plastic. Let's check out some polymers. Oh, wait. How do you open this? So the box cost like $92. It wasn't inflated in price because of scarcity necessarily. It wasn't as cheap as it could be, but given that you're not going to be able to find this anywhere really soon, I figured it's not a bad deal. So, I'm going to put this box aside. And so the very first thing out of the box, we got some bases. This actually looks like a bigger base. This is not the 32... Oh, I lied. It's the 32 millimeter base. Okay. Never mind. So, got some bases. Oh, you know what? I should probably zoom in. Okay, so this is the first sprue I see. And it looks like a hero kit, like a sergeant kit. So, it has got, let's see, it's got this Inquisition heraldry leg. It's got this fancy power sword. It's got a fancy cape. That's when you know your mini means business, is when it wears a cape. As an aside, I want all of us to normalize wearing capes. Like, you know, business casual capes, formal capes, just a casual cape to go with your hoodie. You know, capes are awesome, unless, you know, you're from The Incredibles, in which case, maybe not such a good idea. Pauldron with the Inquisition sign. There's the, I'm guessing that's the power pack, or the backpack, whatever you're going to call it. Chest plate, another pauldron. The pauldron has like a fancy, look at this fancy bit kind of off below the pauldron. I'm not sure what that's about, but it looks pretty cool. This looks like a flamer. Oh, and look at that. That is a robot hand. Looks like Anakin's got a part-time job. Fuel lines, those are neat. Oh, and this is the rest of the sergeant. Oh man, that looks unfortunate, man. Oof. Sarge has had a rough day. Okay, well, we'll put them together and make them feel better. It'll be a little bit before I assemble, but rest assured, Sarge, we're coming to get you. Hang in there. All right, and here, the second sprue, I'm pretty sure this is just it's the same sprue as the Deathwatch upgrade kit. It's got the Deathwatch specific pauldrons. It's got that special head with the mohawk thing happening. It's got a chest. It's got a power sword. It's got some Terminator armor pauldrons. It's got some of these Inquisition icons you can put like on a backpack or a staff. It's got this special Space Marine helmet with looks like a comm unit or something. So that's cool. The very next sprue is this big connected thing, and I suspect this is our chonky friend, our chonky Dreadnaught friend. So that might be like the loincloth that everything in Warhammer wears. Those are some like frag launchers. Those are the legs. That is, oh, okay, that's like behind, it's the neck piece. I don't know what it's actually called. This is probably the back. This is the front hull armor. Some more of that adornment where the head's gonna go. Good old Melta with the power feed or ammo feed. This is one of the arms. This is probably the back. We've got a power fist, I think. Some adornment. Some things. These are like hull plates here. There's another like banner. Now there's a helmet here. Why is there a helmet here? I'm looking at oh, there's a Space Marine head in like. Oh, okay. So my recollection of Dreadnaughts is that you didn't have a head. It was just like the sarcophagus. But there's like a legit Space Marine head. You can have your pick of three. Somehow, I was more comfortable with a Dreadnaught. Like they were encased in their tomb and they had like a little slit to see through. Somehow having the head like sticking out of the hull makes it creepier to me. It probably says more about me than anything else, but there it is. Okay, this looks like, a fancy las cannon. This las cannon has got some details there on the, probably not a recoil compensator, but whatever that is. We've got like an assault cannon, some kind of Gatling. There's a flamer, some decorations, some arm bits, some arm. Look at all those. What are these called? Purity seals. Yeah, it makes sense that our Dreadnaught would have purity seals. Here's the exhaust for the Promethean. There's the legs or the foot parts. So this sprue right here, it's all Dreadnaught. Neat. All right. Here we have there's a lot happening on this sprue. There's a ton happening. Holy cow. There is just a lot. Okay, so right away I am zeroing in on exactly what I was hoping to get. So you'll see these pauldrons right here. Excuse me. There's a couple of them that are Deathwatch. Even a super special, I don't know if that's Deathwatch or what. It's got like chains and 2 purity seals. It looks neat. But over here, you have chapter-specific pauldrons. So you have like the Taurens, I guess Punisher, or the Silver Skulls or something. There's like a Ravenclaw. That's Hufflepuff. That's like a lion rampant or an eagle rampant. So there's a bunch of chapters, and so the trick is, so there's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so it's a unit of 10 and 1 sergeant. So if this has more than 11 chapter-specific pauldrons, then I can use the extras for my other units. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Is that 17? Oh, and there's more in the other. Okay, so there's 17, which means I need a maximum of 10 for this. And so I'll have 7 left over, just this sprue. There should be the same number on this sprue. I'm looking at them right now. They're down here. Down there. So I'll have like 17 chapter-specific sprues. I really wish the box or any of the descriptions said I didn't have these. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. That just means I have a bunch of extra that I'll put to really good use. I'm so happy to have this. Okay, but I promise that wasn't the only reason that I bought this kit. I mean, would you believe me if I told you that wasn't the only reason? Maybe? Okay. We've got like a power mace. We've got some arms. We've got, I have no idea what that is. It's part of a gun of some sort. We have what is clearly a flamer. We have what is clearly, maybe that's another part of the flamer. Okay. Some arms with like a little display screen. We've got some Space Marine legs. We've got like it looks like a bolt pistol, but I think there's like bolt rifles and assault bolters. There's a bunch of bolter variants now that didn't used to be before, and I'm still not used to them. So it's a bolter of some sort. It's got this shotgun with that little shell carry up top. That is sweet. We've got Space Marine. I think these are the backs, and it has a combat knife attached to the utility belt. We've got like this really cool looking power sword. It's engraved with like, well, it's not runes like Eldar runes, but it's engraved with like circles. And circles are mysterious. What with being described by pi, an irrational number. Much like this guy. Some more, what could be bolt pistols. This is the front unit of the carapace, maybe, of the armor. Arms, big honking, maybe thunder hammers. Some more what I think are probably power swords. We've got a bunch of these really cool. These are very different from the ones that I've seen so far. They're like thinner. These power packs, the backpacks basically. They have like what look like an Auspex array on top. They have a different profile. It's a pretty cool looking thing. So there's some more random legs. Another cape. Am I going to have more than one Space Marine kill team dude with a cape? I'm pretty sure that capes are jealous of other capes. We have what look like an... Oh, come on, focus. Right there. Is that autofocus or am I just blind? Okay, now I can see it. That looks like a small bandolier, so that's like 3 extra rounds. I mean, it's better to have 3 extra rounds than 0 extra rounds, but it's just 3, man. I don't know. Okay, and we have Space Marine heads. Now, this is the back of the heads. I've been told by an authoritative source that the back of the head is the least interesting part of the head. I don't know that I agree, but here's the front. And it's a mixture of... Yeah, it's a mixture of heads with no helmet. There's a cyborg dude. There's a bearded man. That dude's definitely coming from the Space Wolves chapter. There's an angry guy. There's a cowled guy. And then just the kind of standard Space Marine heads. Although this one has... Oh, never mind. I thought it was like it had those dots on them. Okay. So there's that. And then... This is more of the same, I think. Yeah, you see the Storm Shield, you see the Power Maul, the Combat Shotgun, the Pauldrons. So more of those chapter-specific Pauldrons, which I'm excited to see. Is this enough for 10? Let's see, let me count the legs. We've got 1, 2... 3, 4, 5. Okay, so yeah, there's 5 legs. So 5 legs, excuse me, 5 pairs of legs, not just 5 legs. There'd be one of the fire team would be limping, and nobody likes a limper. So there's 5 legs on each of these combined sprues. That gives us a total of 10 pairs of legs. Plus the Sergeant, which all of the Sergeant is here. And then, of course, the Dreadnaught and the upgrade sprue. So there's more of those pauldrons. And what's left is this big old stompy base for the Dreadnaught. I don't know what size this is. Oh, you know what? That's not a sergeant. That's Watch Captain Artemis. Sorry, Captain. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. It's got the instruction guide. It's got data cards that don't count anymore. It's got the Deathwatch upgrade. Neat. It's got the Deathwatch kill team. This is the assembly instructions. I won't go over them here today. We have the Venerable Dreadnaught assembly instructions. And we have an extra... Oh, you know what? This extra base is for Watch Captain Artemis. There's probably 10 in here. 11 gives us the captain. So, that's it. That's all that was in this box. I'm pretty excited about this. Sadly, what's going to happen is that before I start on this kit, I'm going to start cannibalizing pieces. I'm going to cannibalize, not this guy. Dreadnaught's fine. You're okay, buddy. I'm going to cannibalize some of these pauldrons because my Hellblasters don't have chapter-specific pauldrons, and I don't want them to be boring. Nobody likes boring Hellblasters. So, I'm going to cannibalize these since I have more than enough to complete this kit. I'm going to take some of these, put them on the Hellblasters, and all will be right with the world. And I think what I'm probably going to do is once I finish the Hellblasters, because I still don't have the codex, the supplement codex at this point. It is November 9th, 2020. I don't have the codex. I ordered it kind of the pre-order thing, so it'll be a bit before it gets here. So I don't really know how to assemble the Hellblasters, the Intercessors, the bikes. I got some tips here and there, and I've heard other people talk about the rules, but at the end of the day, I don't really trust anything until I see it in front of me. So I'm gonna wait. To assemble any other any other units, right? So I have, at this point, I have the bikes, I have the Intercessors, I have the Corvus armor, I have a tactical squad, which I'm pretty sure I won't be able to use, but maybe I will. Who the heck knows? So I know for sure I can use a kill team. So that's what I'm going to build next. So with any luck, that'll be sometime before 2025, so stay tuned.